And what I have here is a connection to the timeline. Connection to major events that have been occurring on this earth. One of them, we're going to start back at 1908. Okay, 1908, the way I got this number is I ran it off of 1998. 1998, why? Because 3, 6, and 9 all run to the number 1998, the year 1998. Those three infinite numbers, 333, 666, and 999, all reach 1998. And that led me to the 3, 6, and 9 theory, running the timeline on the infinite numbers of 3, 6, and 9. When I did that, I got to the asteroid impact of 1908, which is linked 100 years later to the Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay? It is. It's linked to it. You got a plus 100, right? And I'll explain it. When you plus 100, you get 2008, Sodom and Gomorrah. They're going to go ahead and call demon time within this plus 16. The plus 16 is plus 4. Right? Because you're going to plus 4 to 2008, depending on 2012, will be whether the LBGT community will continue to take power in the highest positions, enslaving us into their LBGTQ movement, demon movement, which would be the mockery of Christ in 2024, 16 years after it was called Stop, was in 2025. 1917, World War II chemical warfare broke out on the earth. Okay, it was not only a chemical warfare, it was a drug warfare. Okay, it was the fight over drugs. And plus 100 years puts you at 2017. That puts you as Tav complete. Okay, Tav has been complete over America. Where the asteroid impact occurred was in Russia. And that's linked to 2013. So we'll talk about that as soon as we get there. Right now, the asteroid impact was linked to, was there going to be an asteroid impact for Sodom and Gomorrah? And it looks like there is going to be, because the timeline predicts an asteroid impact sometime occurring after 2024. I put the prediction to be 2026, the volcano goes off. And we'll get to that. But here we go. 1926, the Civil War in South America was occurring. Okay, there was a civil war breaking out in Mexico and certain parts of South America. And plus 100 years puts us at 2026, a major event, possibly volcano explosion. This is my timeline theory on it, because both ones that run off the 9, these are off the 9 right here, off the 1999, 1998, off the 9, 09, 08, 27, 1917, and 1926 are all off the 9. And it's all linked to the Tav, to mockery of Christ, Sodom and Gomorrah, asteroid impact, pushing you at the second trumpet, the volcano. Okay? And it even links to voting rights, okay? 1865, the American Civil War occurred. Plus 100 years, 1965, voting rights for women. Plus 10 years, after women had 10 years of voting rights, we got to 1975, transition began for males and females. Plus 33 years, 2008, plus 16, the mockery of Christ is linked to females transitioning boys, and it's linked to the mockery of Christ, demon time, that was called. Okay, Mount St. Helens is involved. Okay, you've involved Mount St. Helens. So Mount St. Helens, if you don't know who Helen Keller was, she was a disability activist as well. Mount St. Helens, 1980 plus 33 equals 2013. Okay, 2013 is the year after the re-election of Obama. Okay, Obama was pushing the movement LGBTQ into the children's school. Okay, and even on children's cartoons, and he was mass programming the children to basically change their sexual identity, and would bring mass confusion. So an asteroid went over Russia, almost impacting the location of Russia near a city, okay? But it bypassed it. It was just a warning shot of what was to occur. Prior to this, there was 2 years prior to it. We're going to get to that. That's down here a little bit further. We're going to get to that as well. What occurred in 2011, the Jerusalem Light, okay? But right now, we're going to talk about the Revelations Watchers. When they arrived here in 1955 after the Operation Teapot incident occurred. Okay, so I took 1946, the time they dropped about, between that time and a certain time, they dropped about 67 nukes in one location. So I added 55 to it, and that puts us at 2001, the Twin Towers, 9/11, the bottomless pit. It's been opened. Plus 7. Plus 7 takes you to Sodom and Gomorrah. Plus 16. Plus equals 2024. The mockery of Christ. Okay? From the nukes, time of the nukes being dropped 1 year prior, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that as well. But we're right here, right now at 46. Plus 55, 1955. So we plushed it by 55. And we got 2001. Okay? The 7 is also linked to 2007, which is Transformers. Okay? Don't forget about the Transformers. Crossroads. Operation Crossroads started in 46. Plus 33. You get 1979 plus 33. You get 2012. The election of LGBTQ, once again linked to 2012, which is also linked to the movie that dropped called 2012. That is linked to when it dropped 2009, the year after the Sodom and Gomorrah began, which was in 2008. It began the year after. It was 2009, and there we were under a crisis because 1 year prior to Sodom and Gomorrah appearing, Transformers dropped. And then on the year of Sodom and Gomorrah was the same year that they dropped The Day the Earth Stood Still and Breaking Bad. Okay? Now in 2009, they would drop and release 2012. The Flood, The Wash, The Wave, The Asteroid Impact, Water. Okay? It will be linked. And next one is going to be the first nuke ever dropped in 1945, plus 33. 1978, plus 33. 2011 takes you back to Jerusalem Light. Alright, so when the Jerusalem Light came down in 2011, it was because of the first nuke. It all ties into who? Christ. 33, 33, 33, 33. Okay? Right here. 1980, 33. 1975, 33. 2008. 33 is a key player to this timeline. Okay? Let's jump ship. We'll go to 1945 plus 67. Okay? What occurred in 67 was some more nuclear testing. But it was also the Vietnam War was getting ready to occur. Or we were already in it. But when you plus it, it goes back to 2012. Okay? And don't forget, this is 2 years after women get their voting rights. We're in another war. Being drafted. And when we get to 2012, LGBTQ re-election. okay, which is linked to 2010. The Jerusalem, which is linked to the Jerusalem light, which was +1. And in 1979 is linked to the volcano, okay? And you can clearly see that the volcano was 1 year prior to whatever occurred in 1979, which was running off this Crossroads operation. 1946 plus 33, we got Mount St. Helens the following year. This one is tied into right here, the first nuke drop. Plus 33, plus 33, brought you to 2001, Jerusalem Light. But the year prior, in 2010, I think is the year that Obama allowed males to enter the female bathrooms as cross-dressers. So that probably occurred in 2010. It wasn't long before everybody, that this is all linked. I just can't get, I need a bigger board. I need a bigger board to figure